Howdy, y'all. This is Major Russell with the California Highway Patrol. I'm going to be going over how to properly do a adequate and satisfying training that will meet to CHP standards and meet to your standards as an FTO/FTA within the California Highway Patrol. Let's start off with some basic procedures. Understand that when doing a training, you need to understand it is a serious time for these cadets. You need to set the standards and show them who we are. You need to be very assertive and let them know to call you by your rank. Yes, Major. No, Major. I do not know my information, Major. That's how it should be. It should not be yes sir, no sir. It should not be yes, yes, okay, I get it. Alright, got it. There's no jacking around during trainings. You need to show them that we are professional. You need to show them that we're here to show it. One thing I would say is the layout. Have the vehicles lined up here and let them stand in front of the ram bars. And then have your vehicles and your FTAs or FTOs park on the other side. Make sure you're a good distance from them. I would stand about here from them, give them distance, show them who you are. The first thing about any training I would say to start off with when conducting the training is let them know who you are. Howdy, my name is, like me, I would start off with, my name is Major Russell with the California Highway Patrol. I will be conducting your FTO FTA training. As of now, everything will be monitored and recorded based off your performance. Do understand that everything you act, the way you act today and the way you perform today will ultimately decide your fate within the California Highway Patrol. Then from there, I'd say, then get them set up. First thing you want to do is probably set up their EUP by doing /EUP. Obviously, you want to go to San Andreas Highway Patrol, which is SAHP. Go to Male Class C uniform. Make sure they set up to the Male Class C uniform standards. If they don't have the standards, then they're not going to meet the standards. So let me show you what that looks like. And if they're female, they may dress up as a female if they like. For Male Class C uniform, we're going to scroll down to a little bit down. There it is, right there. Male Class San Andreas Highway Patrol uniform. It's going to look like this. Looks like a program. Next thing you want to do is clear out of that. Make sure they're not bald headed. Make sure they have somewhat of cut hair. Not long hair, not short hair. Make sure their boots are shined. Make sure everything looks good. And then go to player related options, player appearance, safe peds, not safe peds, head customization, and go down to body armor. You want to change this to 11 and click enter twice. This is the California Highway Patrol standard of a probationary uniform. Once they have set this up, now like I said, EUP, SAHP, Male Class C uniform, then body armor 11, enter twice. Now duty belt and all that they can change, but other than that they can't really change much from this uniform. Now from here, I'm going to change back to my uniform because I have a much more appealing one. From here, as an FTO, I recommend wearing the basics California Highway Patrol. I mean, when I do my trainings, I'm wearing full uniform, so they know that we mean business. I'm wearing my ranks. I make sure my tie is up and sturdy. I would say Class A's if you're doing it. Make sure you got a professional belt. Make sure you look all professional, because at the end of the day, they're going to be looking at you as, if you're jacked around, if you look like you're undercover or anything like that, they're not going to take you serious. If you're wearing a full-fledged uniform and ready to go, they're going to take you serious. I promise you. It's a big difference in trainings. If you're wearing a full-fledged uniform, big difference. If you're wearing just undercover uniform, they ain't going to take you too serious. Next from here, I'd let them know about the on-duty / off-duty. How you do this is /on-duty LEL / off-duty LEL. Make it simple. Do not go over the guns yet until you've gone over the car. Now, one thing I would say is, as an LEO officer, do not tell them this is their vehicle. Tell them this is their office. Tell them this is their home from now on. Let them know that everything they'll be doing, crying, laughing, everything will be done within their vehicle. From here on out, go over everything within the vehicle. First thing I would go over is, every time I start the training, I start with the ram bar. I let them know that there is a start pursuit, there's a megaphone, there's a wraparound bar for pursuing, and then there's a push bar ramp. Let them know that's what's on the front of their vehicle. Then from here, go to the side of the vehicle. Notice the lights, the spotlights. Let them know if they have keyboard that it's able to be rotated by clicking H. They can rotate their headlight or their spotlight. Well, at least they used to. I think you got to change the head. Let them know about takedowns and all that by clicking H twice. Next thing I would do is let them run their lights a little bit, check their horn a little bit. One thing I let them do is I give them 1 minute to do whatever driving wise within the thing. I'll give them 1 minute. I'll count down from 60. Once I get to 1, they are to be back in their position once they have started. If they fail to come back, they run to the end of the hangar and back. From here, within their vehicle, let them know about their radar, Control X, or the F5 menu. Click open on the radar and let the radar pop open. Once the radar pops open, let's make sure they can test it. When you show them this radar, make sure they click on and set limit to whatever road they'll be on. Also, let them test out signal 50 or signal 11. When you do this, do everything through self-dispatching and dispatching. If you got another FTA, let them be the dispatcher. If you don't have an FTA, work around what you got. Here's how I'd say: 2 King 16, show me signal 11, East Joshua Road. And that's all you need. Let them test it out. I usually make them say it 5 times over. 2 King 16, show me signal 11, East Joshua Road, cross street. And then repeat it 5 times. Let them get used to it. Because once they do, let them know that they're green. Let them get used to it because they're going to be the ones doing it in RTO. Let them know the green thing is their speed. The orange is their side optics, and the red is their front or back optics. Then there's the plate readers. Make sure they get the plate readers. We'll go over that beeping in a minute. Then from here, show them where it's on top. Let them know a lot about the cage and what's inside there. There's the Miranda rights written right there on the front, on the dash there, and then there's this little environment. Let them test out the trunk by doing /trunk. From here, as I spelled trunk wrong, from here, then go into weaponry. Here's what I'd say. Okay, so what you got in here is your spike strips, you got your caution tape, you got your medical bag, you got everything in here. Most of your equipment's here. You got your shotgun and rifle put up here. We're going to go over those now. I would start with, I say, here are the weapons you are not authorized to use and not authorized to wield. These weapons are the sniper rifle, any gases or flashes, and the MTQ shotgun, which is this one. They're unauthorized to use this, they're unauthorized to use this, and they are unauthorized to use any of the flashbang/tear gases. If they pull it out during the training, I'd make them run. When you do, then you'll say these are the weapons you're allowed to use in order based off their intensity. You have your baton, so go over the baton first. Then you got your flashlight. So the baton is obviously to keep people back, not really a lethal force. It's less force. Flashlight is for utility. Then move over to the shotgun. Explain that they need to pull the weapon from without their vehicles in order to consider to use it. This is a less lethal but also still lethal weapon. What that means is if you're too close to them and you shoot them, it could hurt them. But also it still is a less lethal weapon if used right. Understand, let them know you never shoot a suspect from the back. You always shoot them from the side, or at least to where they can see you. Never shoot a suspect from the back. Never shoot a suspect that is handcuffed. Understand that if they are handcuffed or if they're shot from the back, it makes it more and more less appealing, or more of a case than it is a thing, because then they don't see it, they could hurt them, stuff like that. Go from here, you go to your service weapon. Let them know a little bit about their service weapon before you go over taser. Let them know that there's something called overkill. Overkill is the idea that if an officer shoots someone to stop the threat and continues to shoot, it's overkill. So if I came over and let's say the guy is down, so the guy's down and I keep putting rounds in it, that's overkill. Do not let an officer commit overkill. Let them know about it and show them how enforcing this stuff is important. Okay? From here, I would show them the taser and how it's conducted. You can have the officer, your FTA be tased, or you can tase the officer themselves so they can get a feeling of it. Usually I say is, Proby, go ahead and turn around and say you will now feel the amount of the tase force you use against someone else. And then pull it out, say you'll be tased, and then tase, 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 and commit the tase. Then have another officer stand in front of that probie and let the probie commit the tase. Let them test it out. If they don't test it out, it's not going to help you. Let them know about their assault rifle. Let them know it is single fire, not multi-fire. Single fire only. Let them know that. That is semi-automatic. So it's going to be one trigger at a time, not firing off your guns. From here, that's when that's used. Let them know also about the 1+ rule. The 1+ rule states that whatever weapon I have out, let's say I had a baton, I'm going to be pulling out a taser or the less lethal shotgun. This is to help promote safety within our officers. Let them test it out in front of you. Use all the space you have to it. All this stuff right here, use it. Allow them to use it. So let's say have them stand at the vehicle and say, okay, I'm holding out a taser. What would you do in this situation? Walk closer to them. Get closer, get closer. Probie tries to figure out what he's doing, and then you come up and you point it at them. What are they going to do? Let them be trained on what they're going to need to react to, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones in the field. Now that you went over the vehicle and all their weaponry, you have explained every tool in their arsenal. Then ask them the question, what is the most useful tool on an officer? And if they say they're going to say weapon. If they're smart officers, they'll say voice. Voice is the answer. Let them know they can escalate and de-escalate every situation just by the sound of their voice. Go over why this is important. Do not go into any other procedures until you've gone over medical. Once you've done that. Now, I'll explain medical in just a minute, but the first thing I do is whenever I get into a situation, I usually tell them, I'm going to show you how to commit this is called the arresting phase, I call it. There is the pursuing or the apprehending phase, and now there is the arresting phase. From this situation, I'm going to show what you need to tell the officer. After every situation, this is what they must commit. What they need to do is, when arresting a suspect, if not dead, you need to grab them, cuff them, show them the end menu. Please show them the end menu. Grab and cuff. Take them over to their squad car. Put them against the car and ask them, sir, do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me, or any shape or form? If not, then do/me search you. Once they've done that and they commit that, then state, all right, sir, I'm going to be placing you in the back of my vehicle. Before I do that, I'm going to be reading your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and could be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights as they have been read? By the state of California, we only have to read it 3 times. After that, it's on the headboard right there in front of their seat, and also on a card that we will put in their pocket if they still don't understand it. From here, then you'll use the place in vehicle, remove from vehicle. Please let them use this end menu. Don't be the one that just shows them and continues on. Let them use the tools around them. If you don't let them do it, they're not going to learn. From here, after you've committed that, say, okay, every time you do this, you will be using this every time you're going to arrest someone in an arresting phase. So let them know there's 4 key points. There is the cuffing and grabbing and cuffing, the searching, the Miranda rights, and then there is the putting in the squad car and notifying dispatch. Now let them test out dispatch, like I said, 5 times. Say 2 King 916, show me 1015, Sandy Shores PD, suspect ×1 in custody at this time. 2 King 16, show me 1015. After they've done it 5 times, they're going to be like, oh, I know what to say. Let them screw up. If they don't get it, then at least you let them learn it 5-6 times. After you've done that, and they've done all that, then let them move into the last phase. Tell them, okay, if there was a vehicle involved, what do you do? Give them tricks, give them things. Make your trainings a little unique. So let's say I was in the back of the squad car. Okay, I'm about to search your vehicle. Do you have anything on that vehicle that I need to know about before I search it? And if they say yes or no, let the probie know you have probable cause within the state of California to now search the vehicle due to the fact that you're arresting him under the suspicion of lawful speeding or unlawful speeding, which could be a felony speeding or anything like that. Any reason he has a reason. A vehicle that is movable can be searched if have probable cause by officer. Let the officers know that it's up to officers' discretion. Let them all know that every situation they make is up to officers' discretion, all the way from pitting to everything across the board. Let them know that everything's up to their discretion. Once he searches the vehicle and calls tow, allow them to do /me tow, calls tow, stuff like that. Then also show them /jail if you want. You can take them over to that. I usually take them over to that building over there and pretend like it's a police station, and we arrest them. We take them in and we jail them, and write tickets. Show them /jail, show them the /jail, show them the /ticket, show them /hospitalized. Show them all that. Let them know that those are the things. Now, once you've done all that and you showed them how to use the game optics and you've gone over all that and you explain medical, please explain medical, at least basics, not advanced, but at least basic. Go allow them to commit a 10-11. Once you've done that, let them commit a 10-11 perfectly. Once they've committed, remember, when they do the vehicle, I'm going to explain how they're going to commit a 10-11 perfectly. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pretend I'm the probie. You can either let them fail it by just saying, hey, I'm going to just let you do it and I'm going to tell you what you did wrong, or you can tell them what they did right and go from there. Or you can do it yourself, explain it first and then do it. I usually let them do it and then tell them what they did wrong. So one thing you would do is, let's say I was going after you, I let them know before anything when they're pulling over someone, try to get as close as you can, or at least as close as you can as possible, safely, and then turn on your lights and then blow up your siren. 1, 2, 3. Alright, make them long. Alright, if the suspect pulls over, he'll pull over. If he doesn't, 1080 after that. After he does it for a certain amount of distance. Once he's done that, let's say the guy pulls over, you're going to tell them left tail light with right headlight. Now, some people are like, whoa, she's too close. Yes, that is true, so keep a distance. This is okay. This is an okay distance. But don't be right up on their ass. Don't be all the way back here, okay? Keep your distance. So when you pull up on the side of the road, put a distance between you. Then let them call it out on radio. Make sure they call it out efficiently. 2 King 16, show me on a 1011 with a white 4-door Ford Expedition. Occupant times 1, no additional 1032s needed. Nearest postal 5005, Fort Zancudo approaching road. Let them say it 5 times over before they step out of the vehicle. Once you do that, let them step out of the vehicle, do all their little thing, go around the vehicle. They need to go around. Do not let them step in between the crush zone. If they come around and step in the crush zone, squish their ass. So from here, you need to let them know, come around the vehicle, tap on the glass, tell them to roll down the window. They need to say name and rank or name. So Major Russell with the California Highway Patrol. Their rank, their name, and their department. Hi, my name is Major Russell with the California Highway Patrol. Do you know why I'm stopping you today? Make sure they do that part. Then go over that part and explain why if needed. Once you do that, they're going to ask for identification name. Ask for identification name. Then let them go back to the vehicle. Tell them, I know a lot of officers say, oh, let's just go right back here. No, tell them to go back to their driver's seat. This is the reason why. If that vehicle takes off, you're already in pursuit mode. If the officer is in this seat right over here, I promise you he has to now get out of his car, run around his vehicle to get back in and start the pursuit. If he's already in this side of the vehicle, he's already in his vehicle. Explain how they're going to get access to CAB. Once they get access to it, I will have a video over CAB to explain CAB. Once you've done that, then tell them about their 3 choices. They can either write a ticket, they can give them a verbal warning, or they can give a written warning. They also have options of a fix-it ticket if any issues come up, like the dark tapped windows. They have 30 days to fix it. Fix-it tickets. Or if you have a reasonable enough where it's a warrant or it's a felony of any kind, you can have them step out of the vehicle, walk to the back of your vehicle. If they committed a felony speeding, code 5 stop them, and please demonstrate a code 5 stop perfectly and how they need to. I will explain it. When they could do a 1080, one thing before I usually do the 1080s, I have them line up in this course right here. Utilize the courses to your advantage. I usually tell them, I'm going to be in this car, you follow me. If it's multiple people, have them do follow the leader. Tell them to turn on the lights, turn on the sirens, go through the course. Actually, go through the course. Show them, if you need to, sit them in the car and show them how to do it. If you need to, show them how to do it. So like here, I'm about to go through the whole course. And you can do it. You can just show them how to do it. Go through the whole course. So over here, I'm going through, right? Okay, I'm gonna come around, right? I slow down, show them how to go through the course without getting hit on anything. And if they were in a 1080, this would be a lot much more different. I did this in a training with the 1080. It's actually pretty fun. Allow them to learn, allow them to grow off it. So they're following the vehicle. Let them get maneuvering down. Let them get their vehicles down. Let them learn. Okay? I usually let them drive this last part all the way through. I usually do. Okay? Because there's sometimes 1080s turning into high rate pursuits. So let them know that. Next thing I would do is when you're doing the vehicle thing, I would let them test out their vehicles. So from here, what I would do is put them on this yellow line, correct? I'd have them pull up first where their trunk is right here, correct? So what you would do is this is the maneuvering part with the jackknife turn. Allow them to go all the way up, correct? Stop, go backwards, commit a jackknife, stop, commit a jackknife again, and have them follow through. When they follow through, they follow the yellow line here, make them go down the road, and you can show them this. Come over here, go along this yellow line, and they need to commit a turn that is safe and effective. Once they've done that, they go through the middle there and go back over there. That is that I use for the driving techniques. Please use it. It's very efficient, very effective. Once they've gone over all that, you've gone over driving things, you've gone over 1011s, then show them the proper way to do pursuit. I do two types of pursuits. There is close quarters pursuits, and then there's normal pursuits. So your basic pursuits, do it. Commit a 1080, go ahead and make them chase you, make them call out, do call outs. So like here, make them go down the roads, do call outs. Okay, I'm going this here, going left, 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 onto this road, going left, 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 left again on this road. And even though you're in Fort Zancudo, it's the same thing. It works out. Then I would go for close quarter pursuits. So once you've done that, let's say you crash and you commit a 1070, that's fine. Commit a 1070, make them come after you, stuff like that. That part of the pursuit's pretty easy. So let's say the vehicle crashed, show them how to let them do a pit in both close quarters and normal. Show them the pit here by hitting the vehicle from the center of mass. Allow them to be different. Your trainings are different. Allow yourself to grow off your trainings. You're going to learn that you're going to have mistakes. Learn off those ways. So when committing a pit, make sure it's safe, under 100 miles an hour. It is not raining. Road conditions are safe. Not a lot of civilians. Open road. There's not much potential threat to be caused. So you come in, and as long as the 2-minute timer has been hit, or if the vehicle has been shooting at you, allow them to come in, do the pit, commit the pit, and show them how the vehicle spins. If they do it, now show them the right way and the wrong way. If they do it from here, you're just fucking up your vehicle. But if you do it from right here, with the center here, with your seat, see how it is? Show them how to commit those. They don't need to be doing these jackass wild turns like this. You're just going to break the vehicle. They need to do light turns. So when they come up, do that and then turn the vehicle. It's not hard. Or if they try to do these, like that's just ramming and T-boning. There's a difference. Alright, once that is done, let them know about primary and secondary within pursuits within a close and standard quarter. When I do close quarter pursuits, I do right here. I allow them to go through here. I take them through the roads. I'll say, this is going this way, on this way, we're going this way. I go in between the buildings so that they have to learn to maneuver. But sometimes they're going to have to do city patrol. So they're going to have to get ready to maneuver. So I'll go in between a little bit, and then once I've done that, I'll drive them out one of these roads, and I'll take them down here. You know, do what you have to do, but show them close quarters and show them regular. So once you've done that, maybe like come over here, you know, drive around, do your thing, and then maybe get into one of those little things here, like here, and just go off. So I usually jump right here. I usually jump in here and show them close quarters. Oh, there's some maneuvering that's going to happen here. They need to do their maneuvering. Alright. Slow down when they come to humps, because what happens if they don't? They're gonna fly. This is what shows them how to properly do pursuits. This road right here, these little roads back here, it'll show them how to properly do pursuits, because you'll be hitting buildings. These would be considered buildings. These would be considered humps and roads that they're jumping over. Show them all of it. Now, I know you only have a short amount of time to show this all, but you can do a lot in a short amount of time. Show short and long man pursuits. Once you've done that, and that's all done, show them. Then here's the best part. At the end of all those situations, just tell them, commit the arresting offense. What that means is, so after you remember how I told you at the beginning, there's a pursuing and then there's an arresting offense. Show them the arresting offense. Don't worry about that. So when showing them the arresting offense,
watch out, Roach.
when showing them the arresting offense, show them how to do it properly, and then show them how to do it. Then after that, you've committed all the 1080s, you showed them all that, show them how to do code 5 stops, you showed them all that, you showed them how to conduct each and every one of those trainings. Allow the probie to review off what they did. Ask them all the questions. Ask them what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. Don't worry about that. As you can tell, you're getting a little bit of a training. But remember, be demanding. Hold on, I'm recording. Let them be demanding about it. Show them how to do the training properly. Stop, I'm recording, dumbass. Stop. After that, there we go. After that, show them how to do the recordings properly. They show them, my bad. Show them how to do the training. So after you show them the training, sorry, my bad, you already do that. After you show them how to do the training, then maybe take them to the kill house if you want to do weaponry training. If you want to, that's up to you. Once you've done that, if you feel suitable, if you feel like they're suitable, then you're good. If they don't feel suitable, then you need to work on it. At the end of the training, have them come back, line up their vehicles again, and give them a little bit of a pep talk. Tell them why they're joining CHP and what's important. Let them know what they're doing. As an FTO and FTA, you are the standard ground to. You set the example. Let them know who we are as CHP and show them what we're standing for. If you fail to do that, you're going to have unqualified officers. We want quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Overall, you guys are doing a great job. I appreciate every single one of the FTOs and FTAs, and we'll see you out there on the roads. Take care and show them how it's done, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the ones to answer the call. And don't forget, one thing before we go, 1071s. Make sure you let them know about that. Tell them, don't say anything, let a supervisor do it. When in doubt, call a supervisor. When in doubt, read it out. For Miranda rights, show them everything. We're here to provide the best adequate service. Provide that service. Alright, y'all. Let's see how our FTAs do as we go along the street. Take care and have a good one, y'all.